After his announcement of retiring from football in 2021, quarterback Tom Brady has made a surprising return to the NFL. His return to the NFL appears to be a good thing because Brady has somehow turned around the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' lackluster start into a great performance so far. Keep watching this video to find out what Tom has to say about unretiring from football and how his return has affected the team. Tom Brady's unretirement from football. Tom Brady surprised the NFL community once more when he revealed on a Sunday that he is coming out of retirement and will play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this season. Just days before the start of becoming a free agent, the seismic quarterback news sent shockwaves through the NFL and the larger sports community. It's quite clear to all that the Buccaneers were not off to a great start at the early stage of the season. However, when asked by reporters if Tom Brady regrets his decision to come out of retirement due to the Buccaneers' early season struggles, he responded with a resounding no. Speaking with ESPN, Brady said, "Zero. No, definitely not. I returned because I felt like I wanted to compete, and I spoke to the team about it, and they were excited to have me back. I don't really regret those types of things. I think when I commit to it, I mean it, and I do my best and try to give everything I can to this particular opportunity." Right about now, the team is probably over the moon for Brady's return because the quarterback has once again proved why he is the GOAT, making the Buccaneers scary again in the NFC playoff picture. Brady and the Buccaneers' performance so far. Tom Brady's unfamiliar frown has reverted into a smile. Unsurprisingly, this immediately changed the course of the Buccaneers' season in the span of only 2 games. In Week 9, Tampa Bay trailed the Rams at home with less than a minute remaining and was in danger of dropping to 3-6. With his trademark late-game touchdown drive, Brady changed that in just 44 seconds. According to Brady, it was an awesome performance. On Sunday in Munich, Germany, the Buccaneers met a red-hot Seahawks team currently leading the NFC West. Even after Brady threw his first interception in 400 pass attempts in the fourth quarter, the Buccaneers still maintained a commanding lead of 14-0 and were mostly in total control of the game. The end result was a convincing 21-16 triumph over a top-notch opponent. Brady completed 22 of his 29 attempts, 75.9%, for 258 yards and 2 touchdowns, despite the interception. This results in an impressive 8.9 yards per attempt and a 125.4 passer rating. He also had significant help from the Buccaneers' running game, which amassed 161 yards on the ground to dominate time of possession. The dominance of the Buccaneers might have been more obvious in the final score if it weren't for a very ridiculous trick play gone awry that saw Leonard Fournette intercepted while throwing to Brady while being covered by star Seahawks rookie Tariq Woolen. Yes, both that and his interception can now be laughed off by Brady. After the game, he spoke with American, German, and foreign reporters, and he was in another great winning mood at the time. He admitted that it was one of the great football experiences he ever had, which says a lot for being 23 years in the league. He further mentioned how it felt very electric from the time he and his team took the field. Brady's playing style also demonstrated this. He made better throws to his wide receivers, getting big play touchdowns from Chris Godwin and Julio Jones, respectively. He has resumed distributing the ball to the appropriate targets at the appropriate moments. To relieve some of the pressure on him, youngsters Rachaad White and Fournette ran for chunks. Brady felt at ease as the Buccaneers' offensive line completely avoided being sacked by the Seahawks pass rush. Brady wasn't exactly playing terribly coming into the last 2 games, but with a bit more crucial assistance from the offensive and defensive support most anticipated he would have throughout the season, he has ramped back up to his 6-ring standards. His Buccaneers are currently back to .500 at 5-5 and in sole possession of the NFC South lead, making them the number 4 seed in the NFC. They managed to defeat the now 6-4 Seahawks, who were the number 3 seed, and earned a significant win. With all due respect to the undefeated Eagles and the NFC North leading Vikings, the league still has plenty of room for maneuver, and the Rams and Packers are quickly losing their relevance as established teams. Brady noted that he and his Buccaneers teammates enjoyed the change from their regular routine and used the trip to Munich to strengthen their bonds. Additionally, they will get Week 11 off to rest up for the remainder of the regular season run and the playoffs. It wasn't perfect, but the best part was winning the game and feeling like we made some improvements, Brady said. We have a bye week now, so we can take some time to refresh and get ready to make a big push and figure out some of the things we haven't done as well in the first 10 weeks of the year and see how we can get better. The future of Brady and the Buccaneers. Brady and the Buccaneers made the right decision to put on their best complete performance in a while. There is a chance that the team might go on a 9-game winning streak and achieve a 12-5 record to end the season. The remaining teams with records below point are the Browns, Eagles, Saints, Cardinals, Panthers, and Falcons. This sets the Buccaneers up for at least double-digit victories. The middle of December sees a back-to-back of the two major hurdles. In Week 14, the Buccaneers will play the 49ers in Brady's homecoming game before playing Joe Burrow and the Bengals in Week 15, whom Brady inspired. There is no denying that the Buccaneers' schedule was stacked up front to take advantage of early NFL marquee matchups. It is designed for the offense and defense to acquire momentum by mid-January and becomes more reasonable in the second half. Brady and the Buccaneers have just given the remainder of the NFC a 2-week warning that they are as dangerous as ever with the GOAT back at the top of his game. Did Tom Brady's divorce affect his decision to stay retired? Brady is the only one who can speak on how much his divorce from Gisele Bündchen affected him personally, but there was a sense that he wasn't enjoying football life as much as he usually does, as seen by his frustration on the sidelines and the glumness in his post-game news conferences. Although he made no mention of his divorce from Gisele Bündchen while discussing his return to football, we can't help but wonder if there's a connection between the two events. The legendary quarterback and Bündchen called off their marriage after 13 years, news they both shared on their respective Instagram accounts back in October. In his Instagram story, Brady wrote that he and his wife had finalized their divorce from each other after 13 years of marriage. According to him, their decision was made amicably and with gratitude for the time they spent together. He further assured the public that their beautiful and wonderful children would remain the center of their world in every way, and he and his ex-wife would continue to work together to ensure that their children receive the love and attention they deserve. Gisele Bündchen also said something similar on her Instagram, stating that her priority has been and will always be their children, whom she loves wholly. She also said that she and Brady would continue to co-parent to give their children the love, care, and attention they greatly deserve. Brady has since then admitted that, as with any major life event, the divorce did have an impact on his play on the field. On his SiriusXM show Let's Go with Tom Brady, Larry Fitzgerald, and Jim Gray, he stated that a lot of professionals go through things they deal with at work and at home. Thankfully, it was an amicable situation for him and his ex-wife, so he's focused on taking care of his family and children and doing his best to win football games. He continued by saying it's what professionals do. They focus on work when it's time to work, and they focus on the priorities that are at home when they return home. All one can do, according to him, is do the best one can, and that's what he will continue to do as long as he's working and being a dad. Brady and Bündchen have 2 kids together, Vivian, age 9, and son Benjamin, age 12. Additionally, the NFL star has an older son named Jack from a past relationship with Bridget Moynihan. So there you have it, guys. What do you think of Tom Brady's unretirement and how his return to the NFL has affected the Buccaneers' performance so far? Don't hesitate to share your opinions with us in the comments section. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. To be the first to know when we drop more interesting content like this, hit the notification button as well. See you soon!